Hi, we're in Marriott today, Renaissance Marriott in Indonesia. Staying here for 5 days, and I wanted to share some story with you. I come from a very humble background, and I have had a lot of discomfort just adjusting to the ways of being in a luxury property like this. I remember the first time I think I was in Infosys at that time, and we had gone out as an Infosys company trip, and I was with a bunch of friends, actually people who I was getting to know in my department. And we went to a decent place in Mysore, and they had these silver plates that were there as a showpiece, and you could keep your plates on and eat. I didn't know. So I ended up putting my food on that silver platter, big plate. And to this day, my friends make fun of me. Actually, that's how we became friends. So it's a very cute, fun story for us to connect on. But I was sharing that to share with you that I've had a very humble background. We weren't used to going to these nice places to eat dinners, etc. Right? So it has taken me a lot of repetitions and a lot of experience to get comfortable with accepting all the goodness and the higher level of service that comes from you staying in the property. And thanks to Deloitte is the company that actually gave me all this exposure. I could travel to US, I could travel to so many places, and we used to stay in Marriott's and used to get a lot of the points that would help us even redeem the stays in for our personal travels too. And because of that experience, I've stayed in so many 200 plus nights. And now I'm a Marriott Gold Elite member, so I've stayed 200 plus nights over a period of last few years, right? And that experience is the reason I now feel comfortable. I feel like I belong. Otherwise, I remember so many times I would stay in these hotels and I would feel so constricted because I'd feel like, oh, I don't belong here. And I was just thinking how, that's how any change is, right? We sometimes feel like that people who achieve a certain amount of wealth or achieve a certain amount of fame or anything else, they are different people. They have some other gifts that they've been blessed with, right? But I feel like that's actually a lie, because that's undermining all the work they may have gone through. Sure, I mean, they would have had some strength and they tapped into that strength. But frankly, each one of us, you, me, everybody can go through that change, and everybody can achieve whatever you want if only we are ready for going through the process of change. And process of change just looks like this: identifying that you have a desire to be different, acknowledging where you are, accepting that this is where you are and that you can get there, and then staying in it through the discomfort of feeling like you don't belong, or feeling like you don't you're not made for this. So that's it. When you do that, when you have the desire and when you accept where you are, and then when you are willing to go through that process, which requires that dealing with that discomfort in the interim, while you know that you are moving towards becoming that version of you who creates that and who lives that experience, then you can create any amount of change. And I love knowing this process. I love experiencing it in different ways. I have already experienced expansion in so many ways in my life. My little girl version could not have imagined living this life that she's living, right? I'm living. It was a dream life. I remember another story. I remember, we as little girls used to compare our feet, and one girl had this huge black mole on her feet, and the other girl said that if you have this huge mole, that means that you're going to travel quite a lot. And I was jealous because I did not have that, and I was like, I want to travel too. She's like, she's going to take a flight. And if I just count the number of flights I've taken so far in my life, I'd have lost count. So many, within India, outside India, within US, from one place to another, so many, right? So I've gone through a lot of expansion, but you know the best part? I now feel like I know the change process, so this is just the beginning. I know how to get to the next level and next level. I'm not in no hurry. It's not like I need to get somewhere really quickly, but it just feels so good to be able to know that this is the expansion process. And I want to share that with you too. If there's something that you really desire, that you've already identified that you desire, and if you just accept this is where you are and that you can get to wherever you want to be with this, and the only third way, the third step, is for you to go through the process and have the repetitions. And just like in the gym, if you have to build a muscle, we have to do the reps, right? These are the reps. If you want to get comfortable vacationing solo, then you take more trips and go through the discomfort and find a way to deal with it and become the person who enjoys it. If you want to experience anything else, you just have to go through the reps, right? That's all. That's the change process that applies to everything, my friend. So what are you gonna apply it to today? What are you not allowing yourself to believe you can have, and not even allowing yourself to go through that experience of discomfort to actually start getting adjusted to a next level? Some food for thought. Okay, that's all. Bye. This is the beautiful Renaissance Bali Nusa Dua property. Okay, bye.